away. Oh Lord, I pray, Lord. Oh Lord, I pray. Please make me a candidate of mercy. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Please make me a candidate of mercy. Do not let me die. Please make me a candidate of mercy. Make me a candidate of mercy. Please make me a candidate. Have mercy on me, Jesus. From east to west, north and south, Lord, you are the Holy One I know. It's so I hear, check up alone. Thus says the Lord, who said, whoever you want to show mercy, you will show mercy. I cry before you, Lord. Jesus, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Oh Lord, I pray. Oh Lord, I pray. Please make me a candidate of mercy. Oh Lord, I pray. Please make me a candidate of mercy. Lord Jesus, have mercy, Lord.
Hello, my wonderful listeners. God bless you. That's one of my song in my album, Candidate of Mercy. As you listen to them in YouTube, Instagram, God bless you. Please subscribe as you get them there. Let's continue with our message. Last time I just did success killers, and I told us when I was talking about a success killer that if you can succeed or overcome your success killers, you are 70% to your success. And based on that shows, I told us that success killers are the most strongest enemy or person you're going to meet on your way to success. One of the strongest. It is very, very, very hard to get them overcome. And when we talk about success killers, they are too many. They come in different ways. I'm still talking about the internal success killer because I told you we have internal and external. Internal, I told us the moral life and things you need to do to get yourself right. I mentioned them. So I'm still talking about the internal. I'm going to still talk about the external and pray for you at the end of that particular segment. So we're today in Success Killers 2nd edition. And I want to talk about more than 30 reasons why people fail, or 30 enemies of success. 30 enemies of success. You know, any successful man has failure as a friend. Hard failure as a friend. Because success has so many friends, including failure. So don't tell me that if you say a successful man, you disassociating with failure. He has mingled with failure. And any man who succeeded has more than 100 reasons to fail. He just that he refused to fail and he succeeded. So you don't have any reason not to succeed. Now, what are those particular reasons or enemies of success? Number one enemy in this particular segment or my edition is what I call excuse. Excuse is one of the greatest enemy of success. Excuse. Stop giving excuse. If you read the book of Proverbs chapter 20 verse 4, it talks about people having reason not to do what they're supposed to do. But the same reason you're giving, I can't do it, somebody's still doing something in that reason. Excuse. Number two reason why people fail or enemy of success is unfavorable background, wrong foundation. No, many a time people has failed because of where they came from. They came from a very bad background. They came from a background that people have never succeeded. They came from a background that are not being accepted. There are some people only hearing their names. No, I don't need him. I've had an issue just like the country where I came from. There are, like Nigeria, there are many people. When you talk about where are you from, Nigeria? Oh, sorry, please hold it. It's a wrong background. But from the same background, people have also succeeded. So it can affect. It also can be a raw material for your success. A wrong background can affect you not to succeed. A wrong background can also be a raw material for you to succeed. Two young men were confronted. very successful man and a very poor guy who never succeeded in life. So they confronted the poor guy first and asked him, bro, why have you not succeeded in life? What is the problem? He said, I came from a very poor background. My father never succeeded. And the wrong deed of my father is still haunting me. So that's why I failed. They called the younger elder brother. Said, bro, you succeeded. How manage? That's why your background said, my father's failure motivated me, provoked me to succeed. When I remember that he was a failure, I decided I am not going to fail. I did all my best, all my strength. I improved on his failure. He was a womanizer. I refused to womanize. He was a drunkard. I refused to drink. And I went in. By his grace, I have succeeded. Your approach towards your background determines your result. That is, let me hold it there. Number 3, enemy of success is lack of taking risk. When you don't take risk, it's an enemy. Lack of taking risk. You don't want to take risk in no, but don't risk that money. Don't risk that your time. Don't risk that thing. Don't risk this. Without risk, there's no success. Every success came from a risk taken by somebody. Yeah. A successful marriage is a risk taken by a woman to accept a man for whom she doesn't know, and she accepted him in marriage. A successful marriage is a man that took a risk, taking a lady or girl he never knew from Adam, and they came into a relationship, and today they've succeeded. So every success, the risk is the mother of every success. Number 4, insufficient education. Insufficient education. Everybody is educated, but when you are insufficient, when there is insufficient education, knowledge, or whatever, in whatever venture, in anything dealing, is probably there's every probability or every tendency that you might fail, you might not succeed. Insufficient education. Please go for training. Call for training. Pay money to be trained on anything you want to do. Number 5, lack of self-discipline. If you don't have discipline in your life, you can't succeed. When I talk about self-discipline, general discipline, financial discipline, material discipline, discipline on everything. You got to have how to discipline yourself in everything you're doing. If a man who has self-discipline of himself must not sleep with any girl that comes his way. A man that has discipline of himself must not spend money on everything. You know, he who gives receives. But at the same time, if you are not disciplined in giving, you might be poor. By the grace of God, I have a ministry of helping people and giving. But I need to be very, very careful. I need to be very, very careful. Be disciplined in giving. Don't give carelessly. Don't give anyhow. Don't give without discipline. Time will fail me to move on, talk about each of every one of these work because there are too many. Sickness can also pose a threat to success. Because if you're sick, there's nothing you can do much about it. Illness is an enemy to success. And for you to, another enemy is to success is unhealthy food, unhealthy eating habit. Yes. We talk about sickness. Unhealthy eating habit is an enemy. That's not about 7. You eat anything you see. You don't control your eating. You eat in between the meals. Whatever that you see that is being sold is interested. Many people take a lot of sugar in their body. I know of my friend, he does not know any food. He must take Coke. But my brother, since I discovered the sugar that is meant that those particular soda, Coke, whatever, carry, I'm being careful. I don't know when last I've taken them. Eating habit is important. Stop eating junk food. Number 8, unfavorable environment. When you are in a very wrong environment, there's every probability that you might not succeed. Yes. Because what I'm saying, if you're doing a particular deal, a business, and you are in a wrong environment, there's every tendency you are not going to work out. But remember, your location should not determine the occasion. But at the same time, unfavorable environment can affect you not to succeed. What do I mean? You decide to plant a cassava in a dry land that has no, okay, vegetable. You plant a vegetable garden in a land without means of getting water to irrigate it. It's unhealthy environment. So you need to think of the environment and think of what to do with the environment to achieve your success. Unfavorable environment. Number 9, procrastination. I will do it later, when I grow, when I marry, when I do this, when I do this. Start from somewhere. Stop procrastinating. Number 10, lack of persistent or persistency. I'm not a student of grammar or English. Lack of persistent. Yeah, I think that's correct. If you can persist on something, that's life is so hard that you need persistency or importunity for that thing to give up for you. There are many people who got married to the person they desire in life because they persisted. They went for, I know one of my uncle, the wife gave him tough time. I learned that even the wife poured water on him. But he said, I love you that I don't care about this water you're pouring me because you are the only one that makes meaning. I've made girls in my life. You make meaning to me. He said, but I don't like you. I don't. He said, don't. She persisted. Today they are living and they have got, their children have started getting married and they're doing very well. Persistency. That's how you got it. I don't have that grace in the area of movement. I don't have it. God knows. But I'm trying, in terms of things of life, learn how to persist. So long as you are sure, you took time, you studied, you did everything, and the life doesn't want to give up. Persist. Keep hitting. You're going to make it there. Number 11, lack of planning. When you don't plan over anything, it's an enemy or to your success. That's why they say, he who fails to plan has planned to fail. Lack of planning. Plan before you go into that venture. Number 13, wrong partner. Wrong partners. If you choose the wrong person in any venture, you are not going to come out successful. Let's assume, if you pick me now to work with you in, there are business I can't do. So if you need me to call me there, said maybe Holy Ghost give me inspiration. I can't do it. Wrong partners. Even wrong partner in marriage. If you have a wrong marriage in your life, it's the beginning of a failure. That's why I say a wrong choice in marriage turns your bedroom into guardroom. Each time you remember your bedroom, it's like you are going to prison. A wrong choice in marriage turns your bedroom into guardroom. Quote me. That's my quote. Anyway, I've seen it. I quoted it first. I didn't hear from anybody. But though somebody can also receive the same inspiration to give it, but I know I receive it naturally, value from God. Number 14, laziness. Laziness is one of the greatest reasons, the enemy of success. Number 15, indecision. Indecision. You don't know what you want. You don't want to decide. You started doing motor parts business and discover that the other guy is doing well in food stuff. You dump it. You jump into the other one. You are not focused. Indecision. Take a decision. What do you want? Go for what you want. Persist on it. Indecision. Number 15, if I'm not mistaken, fear. Fear is the greatest of it all. See, when I talk about this enemy, have you see that word first one, excuse and fear? My dear brother, it kills. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of poverty. My friend, I will succeed. Fear of criticism, fear of mistake. No, I don't want them to see my mistake, people. Anybody who is afraid of mistake will never get it right. Anybody who is afraid of criticism will never get it. That's why some people chatted me and told me 1 or 2, 3 mistakes I made in my grammar last time I preached, I ministered. That's not in my teaching. And I appreciated it. So because maybe I'm afraid, let me not make a mistake, I will stop teaching. People will not be blessed with the teaching. I'll still be wallowing in my independent planning and thinking and whatever. So fear of anything. If there's no way you can go by being afraid of anything, go for that thing. Move on. Move. Stop being afraid. Not being at the right place at the right time is another enemy of failure. There is a place you need to be to get it right, to get what you're looking for. Number 16 or 17, not doing the right thing at the right place too. Being at the right place at the right place at the right thing. And that is, what are you doing? You may be at the right place doing the wrong thing. You cannot succeed. Number 18 or 17. Please get the number, but all I know there are more than 30. I'm going to mention them. Gazing. You gaze at life. You gaze at things. Instead of thinking, you are gazing. Let me gaze. There's different from gazing and thinking. Let me think of how to go about this. Let me gaze. Gaze is already a result of thought. Let me try this. You just gaze. This should be the right one. Just like gambling. Instead of thinking, you are gazing. Let me guess. If I get him here, I'm going to do this. Gazing is an enemy of success. Think and go for it. Another thing that looks like gazing is worry. That's number 18 or 19. Being worried. A worried man it can never achieve anything. Being worried. But same person can still be in this position. He's thinking. Instead of getting worried, think. Number 20, overcaution. Being overcautious. You want to be cautious. Be careful. Be overcautious over anything. You're cautious. No, don't try. Try things. Try them. Overcautious. Not being cautious is the enemy too. Then overcautious is the worst. So you have to be cautious, but don't overcautious. Lack of budgeting. Budget. Please budget your finances. Every month I have my plans and budget. How much I'm going to spend. After that, my plan, if any other person asking me for something, we'll keep it the next month. So I can't exceed my budget. If I do it, I'm going to fail. I will not achieve my target. So it has helped me. I have about so many people now who send requests to me. I won't tell you no, but I can't do it now. Give me 2 months. Give me 1 month. Give me 3 months. So if you're expecting something from me in next 2 months, start now. We plan it ahead so that I can give it. So budgeting has helped me. I've been a victim of this, I'm saying. So until I have to learn this thing now. So not immediately, except if it's something I can afford, that I have it, nobody has taken it, I can give it in faster. But if it's not that way, brother, you must give time to receive it at the appropriate time. But lack of budgeting. Intolerance. Not tolerating one another. You don't want to tolerate another person. No, I can't take it. No. No, sister, brother, please learn how to tolerate. The same person that brought failure today, tomorrow can be a blessing tomorrow. That particular devil can turn to an angel tomorrow. Don't write everybody off. Tolerate them. Manage people. Take people along. That wicked person can be a saint tomorrow. Intolerance. Number 24, if I'm not mistaken, lack of enthusiasm. I'm not being motivated. Lack of motivation, enthusiasm, lack of zeal, zest to push. Do not be pushful about something. You are like a wheelbarrow. If nobody rises you to push you are not moving. It's wrong. Lack of enthusiasm. You need to be pushful. Go for things. Rise up. Ask questions. Be curious most time in things. 25. Selfishness. Self-centeredness. I. There's no way you can succeed by being selfish. Everything revolves around you. You don't want to help people. You don't want to extend hand of fellowship. You want to have it all alone. If you see good things, you keep quiet. When they pass, you're not doing it. It was selfishness and wicked stinginess that made people to lose things. A story was told a man who is selfish and stingy. His food, he was cooking food. So a friend heard the smell, the aroma of his food and drove in and packed for him to come to join him in the food. As soon as he brought the food to eat, the friend came in. He quickly threw it under the bed because he was sitting on the bed or in the couch thereabout, without knowing that his dog was sleeping under the couch, under the seat where he was sitting. So when the friend who had the aroma of the food came in, I didn't see any food on the table anymore. So, and looked down and saw the food. So, oh, this is why he hid it. So what I do, I'm just here thinking I don't have anything doing. But the friend saw the food he wanted to eat and saw him and put it under. So the dog under the couch thought that maybe that's where the master decided to pass him food in a special way and was busy inside that place eating the food. They say the man who visits said, okay, since you're fish, you don't want me to eat, let the dog eat it. The man refused to go. Was patiently waiting for the dog to finish the food. As soon as the dog finished the food, he stood up. No, okay, thank you, man. I said, let me say hi. He left. The man said, thunder fire. You want to come and eat my food? Foolish man. Now you cook out for me. See, I the one who cooked it. He brought out only for him to bring out an empty plate. The dog has already eaten the food. He started he took something to flog the dog and fell down and had a certain injury. Selfishness. If you're selfish, you will die alone. Number 26, lack of concentration. Focus, be focused, be focused, be focused. Don't do this anyhow. Concentrate. Doing this, face it and face it really. Start one, face it, do it, and get it right. Number 27, lack of choice or purpose. You don't have choice. Anything goes. Lack of choice. Why not try? Okay, let's do. No, leave it be. Be might not even. It means I should try C. Okay, well, thank you, my brother. Okay, let me go for C. I see. No. C is not good. What do you? Which one? F. Okay, F. I should try F. Please, face one thing and be focused. Lack of choice. Take a choice. 28, dishonest. Dishonest. If you're not honest in your life, if fellow is around you, you can't succeed. 29, pursuing shadows. You might be focused, you might be resolute, you might be zealous, but you are pursuing shadows, not following the right thing. There are a lot of people pursuing shadows. They don't pursue the right thing. There are many people now, maybe you're following a man of God. All you're pursuing is how people carry his bag, how he's being invited to preach all over. That's what you want. You want to project yourself to be preaching all over the world without even knowing. Pursue the rating. The rating is go in your secret place and settle scores with God so that he can take you to that position. Excuse me. Stop the shadow. Stop shadow portions. Go for the substance. Pursuing shadow is an enemy to success. Lack of integrity, just like honest, but integrity matters is higher than even honest. Integrity. A man with integrity can be trusted with any amount of money and he will not disappoint. Integrity is the capital that can enable you succeed. Number 31, is that okay? Number 32, lack of capital. I decided to mention this one last. I have other ones, but let me stop here. So for lack of capital, you don't have the capital capacity to do whatever you're doing. It can affect your success. Seriously, it can affect your success. So today you have heard the message. I don't know where you are guilty of whatever I've mentioned. You just need to do something about it. God is still interested in helping you in any way. Beyond how you want God to help you. God is willing and ready to help you. So if you still struggling with anything among what I've mentioned, if you can just trust God and give your life to Christ, prayerfully take a decision, there will be a change in your life. Father, I pray for your children. By the mercies of God, by the mercies of God, every principality affecting your children not to succeed, I decree and declare my success be your portion in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you and God bless you, my real brothers and sisters, for watching. May the Lord bless you and grant you your heart desire. May you succeed in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I love you. Bye-bye.